thought we was gonna be late another week, but no, we're back. We're back. We are back. It is your favorite podcast about love. What's up, baby girl? I hear baby girl in the background. What's up, baby? Yeah. Yes, y'all. It's your favorite podcast about love, man. It's Love on Shuffle. I am one of your hosts. I'm Rome Jones. I'm only one half of the world famous IAX Instant Experience, and that's my DJ Biggs DC. What's going on, sir? Yeah, but
What up? What up?
y'all know we are not alone, man. Because in the room with us as well is our favorite big cuz, Charlie.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, man? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what's up, man. Today we talking about the mindset, man. We talking about marriage mindset, and excuse us for being off last week with our last episode. Hey, look, we got stuff going on too, y'all. All right, so we definitely appreciate y'all rocking out with us and rolling back here with us for this next episode. In this episode, we really wanted to focus more so around the mindset that goes into marriage, right? And there is a clip here that we wanted to take a look at together with the audience, just to kind of kick off this conversation and take us to where we want to go.
Overheard this conversation the other day from a married guy. I think he said he'd been married about 19 years, if I'm not mistaken. What I've learned from it is that marriage is more so a mindset and not a title, because there are certain things that married people go about doing that people who aren't married or who haven't been in these long-lasting relationships like probably wouldn't even think about, if that makes sense. Here's what I mean by that. The situation was, what happens when your woman's car breaks down? Now, in my head, I'm already knowing what I would do personally, and we're not going to talk about that yet. Here's what he said. He said, when your woman's car breaks down, you drive out there and have her take that car back while you sit there and either fix the tire, what have you, or wait for the tow truck to arrive. And when I heard that, I was like, that's some cold shit, right? He was like, hey, 19 years. And that goes to show you that there's levels to this stuff, right? I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm going to shoot out there, fix the tire or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we go to the crib together. He said, go there and send her home. So I overheard this conversation the other day from Mary.
Yo, so where's the lie? That's my first question.
Right.
Where's
No
the lie?
lies told. No lies told.
Yo, so this is where we want to take the conversation here today, folks, around mindset and the marriage mindset here. First of all, and I'm kicking this over to you, Charlie Ray, because you're the one that brought this to the ether here. So thoughts around this clip, first of all, right? And then my follow-up question for us today is, what do you do specifically in your marriages to exemplify this mindset?
I agree. I feel like it is a mindset when you're dealing with marriage or intimate relationships, it's you and the other person. And so really what it is, it's the consideration piece that I think that speaks the most. Like you have to have that mindset of being considerate, considering the other person, and also wanting to make things easier and not to necessarily inconvenience them. So I would say consideration. I agree with what was shared. I can say married people go about things a little differently, and I do have an example of that. My wife was on a trip with one of her friends. They had car trouble. I got up knowing I had to go to work the next day. I got up, drove like 2.5 hours to go get my wife. And, I let them take the car that I was driving, and I drove the car that was acting up, and we drove on back to the house.
Hold on, wait a minute,
it's-
time out. Hold on. And hold on. You came to 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
And you then drove the messed up car.
Yeah.
See, that's love, man. That's
Yeah,
love.
it
That's
is.
the mindset. That's a
shout-
perfect example.
Yeah. I didn't want her to be inconvenienced. It was already, it was already a lot. So, and I got up the next morning and went to work. So, you can't put a price tag on peace. You can't put a price tag on safety. So marriage, you do what you got to do. You consider that other person, and you try to make the situation better as much as you possibly can.
Love it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's
Two
love, man.
snaps, man.
Yeah.
Two
I
snaps,
was,
man.
yeah.
What about you, Biggs?
Yeah, man. So I agree with what Charlie said. Is just basically consideration, having that consideration other than yourself, right, for someone else in your spouse. So I definitely think an example for me would be is I know my wife's, she has some stressful weeks and dealing with certain things as well outside of that, just mental health and things like that, where she kind of may feel overwhelmed. And I can see that. I try to I'm usually like lurking around, like watching her, to check her temperature throughout the week to see how she's doing. So I'll constantly like keep my eye out on her. And then I noticed that particular week she was like really stressed out and just kind of like she was supposed to have a trip. She didn't have that trip take place, and it was just overwhelming. And I just knew she just kind of needed to like really take a step away. So I pretty much canceled all my meetings and was like, "Yo, we going out on it. We going out today. You know what I mean? We gonna go, relax and chill." So I think being able to do that and identify with her that she's kind of needing a moment just to kind of take a break away from what she has going on, or just the stress of not being able to kind of take her trips. And it's because we had real bad weather lately here, so being able to kind of help her out was really dope. And I think it was just kind of my example of what that brother may have done. So
Yeah, man, that's fire. Because that's as you were saying that, right? One thing that had came to mind was, being that she's in that state, right? She probably doesn't want to ask for help, right? Or she
Right.
doesn't want to ask you to be like, oh, can you, take me out or something like that.
Right.
And it's helpful to be cognizant, like you said, and
Yeah.
to be able to just identify and just do it, because a lot of times when you're in that state, you don't want to ask for help. So
Right.
it's fire. But I'll go ahead and I'll round us out here. As far as like just my quick thoughts around that video, I definitely think homeboy was right on the money there, as far as like what he observed, and that made it really cool to me to see that he observed that. I think versus that being taught to him, that was just something that he just noticed in conversation, and I think that that's important, right? That we set these examples and have these types of conversations so the younger folks can kind of see that this stuff does exist. You know what I'm saying? And you can be successful with it as well. And as far as like an example, a real life example that I know something my wife and I have gone through recently, and I've shared on other pods, is that my wife went through a career change. I mean, she was in corporate America for over a decade, was in leadership, making decent money. Both of us, it was pretty good. You know what I mean, for a long time. However, she wanted to get into real estate. That was something that she was very passionate about. If you're looking for a house in the DMV area, let me know. But as far as where taking that shift, I mean, you're taking away a half a piece of income that you were forecasting for the year and so forth. So now that we were able to take this step, that was something that I had to step up on, and making sure that stuff get paid. So I mean, I don't even know what it feels like to get a full paycheck anymore, right? You know what I mean? Just because of the fact that I'm taking care of everything. But it's so dope to be able to take that initiative, to give my wife the opportunity to be able to do something that she's passionate about, right? And actually get out of that hole that she was in. And fortunately, as of this pod, I'm happy to say that she just completed her first transaction. So
Let's
congrats to her.
go.
I love you, proud of you. And we're gonna be celebrating this weekend on that. So hey, it takes time. It's a mindset. That's the moral of the story here, right? Is that you gotta be considerate, you gotta be cognizant of what your partner's going through, and you gotta be able to step in and fill in that gap when the time is right. So hey, I don't know about y'all,
Yo, shout out to wifey for getting that transaction. Yo, we not gonna blow past that. Shout out to wifey.
Yes,
That's big moves, and we celebrate big
big
moves
moves.
and going after your dreams and doing what you really love to do. We celebrate that. We champion that. So shout out to her. Much respect to you and her and everybody doing their thing, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Hey, man. Appreciate that, man. Come on, man. Get me crying up here, man. Let's keep it going. All right, I just cried. Got the tears out of the way. No, I'm playing. But y'all know what time it is, man. We always got to kick it over to our favorite big cuz, Charlie Ray, with Ask Big Cuz.
Y'all know what's up. It's your big cuz Charlie Ray, and it's one of our favorite segments of the show. Hashtag Ask a Big Cuz. So listen, today I want to bring something to y'all that is been real. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks, a lot of think pieces, things like that on this. But it's centered around the overarching theme of you want my rhythm, but you don't want my blues. And what it means by that is that people are attaching themselves to other people based off of the energy and the vibes, but deep down inside, there's really no deeper connection. It's not someone that you could go to in time of need. So I want to toss this back over to y'all, and I want to get your thoughts. Have you been in a situation where a friend, family, whomever, they really loved your rhythm, they love your energy, they love your vibe, but when time come for you to, need a shoulder to cry on or something of that nature, they wasn't there for the blues. So share your thoughts. Rom, I'm gonna go to you first.
Charlie, you do this every time. Oh man. Nah, I mean, this story of my life, man. I mean, it's full transparency. I mean, y'all know me, man. I'm a hype man. Like, I'm a professional hype man. I'm an energy guy, right? And yeah, people love that. You know what I mean? People, like I'm a beacon of energy, right? But I'm gonna tell you, I'm in a deep, dark season right now, and a lot of people ain't willing to kind of take on some of the issues that I've been dealing with recently, right? A lot of people have been ghost. Now, I mean, as far as like, I'm talking about as far as like my immediate circle, as far as like family and stuff like that. And this is no call out, but but I mean, I just always have kind of looked for that reciprocal energy that I give out, and I just never got it. I just never get it. So that's me. I relate to this.
Okay. That's some deep. So I feel like we could really unpack this. So we might have to come back with a part 2 about reciprocity. But go ahead, Big. Share your thoughts.
Nah, I agree. That's so crazy that you say that, because you like Rome said, we in like the entertainment business to, so our jobs are really to make people happy, make people smile. And then at the end of the day, we have other things that are like, behind us. We have to put on this face for everybody else, and fighting, stressors, demons, behind closed doors, as far as like, what you're gonna do. Like I said, especially being a Black man in America, I hate to spin the block on that, just in the time we in right now. So many different things, professional growth, all that I'm struggling with and within myself and battling. And you're happy for others. I'm always happy for others. I'm always showing love to other people, and I feel like I'm more happy for other people than I get for myself. So it's a battle that I try to do it with a smile on my face and not really show. So maybe that's a part. Maybe that's my fault. Because I'm not sharing that with people, because I just want others to be happy, and I want others to be like, I don't know. I just feel like it's better to give love than to receive love. you know, to me, and I maybe I need to do a better job with that. So that's
You don't
that's
feel like
a-
you draining people, right?
right. I don't want to feel like I'm
Yeah.
draining, and I'm real big on that. Even I would like transparency with sometimes with my family. Like I feel like, you know, when they're bringing me problems or they're telling me things, but they're not taking any actions behind that, it drains me because I'm like, yo, all you have to do is take the necessary steps to change your mindset or your outcome. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, that's insanity and that's draining to me. So for me, any issues that I have, I don't like to share that with many people because I don't want to drain anybody's energy or I don't want to suck life away from people because we all of us here, we got good vibes. That's why we rock with each other because
Yeah,
it's all good
right.
vibes. We don't bring no foolishness to each other. We're not talking about the next person. We're not talking about this person podcast. We're not talking about this other people. We just showing up, showing love to each other.
Talk
And
your
that's
shit, bro.
and that's really what we try to live about. So this is a dope question. You always come with some stuff. You almost
Always
had me
coming
cursing. I'm working. I'm trying to get better with my cursing. But you had me. This was a beautiful question because there's so much to unpack from this. And I think with this segment, it's going to be hard for us to unpack it right now. But this is the best that I can give you right now as far as just that question. It's a beautiful question. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a couple of things that I want to highlight. Rome, you talked about reciprocity, and Daryl, I feel like you shared some things that were along that same line. And what people have to realize is that the people in your lives that are the energy givers, the keepers of the vibe, they go through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? It's not always high. It sometimes there ebbs and flows, and so ultimately, y'all, don't just pimp people for their energy. Don't do that. It's draining, and then that person can't come to you when they need a little pick me up because you done sucked everything from them. So, just be mindful of that. And also too, plug, I'm all about mental health. Listen, do not suffer alone. Whatever it is that you are going through, there are hotlines out here that you can call. Y'all can hit us up. Love on Shuffle, throw that in there. You can hit us up in the DMs. If y'all know us personally, hit us up on our cell phones. You can also hit us up all social media platforms, Love on Shuffle. Also our email at love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. Listen, we love y'all. We here for y'all. And we just want y'all to know we go through stuff just like y'all do. But listen, if they can't handle your blues, they don't deserve their rhythm, baby. That's because we love y'all.
Bars.
Big cuz with a bar. Yes, y'all. Love that, man. Big shout out to Big Cuz and big shout out to everybody still rocking with us here. And you know we cannot end this show without sending it over to our resident DJ, Mr. Biggs DC, with the Saturday morning mix. What's up, Biggs?
What up? Yo. So I'm glad we back, man. I know we was down for a little bit, but we back with our funky behind. So keep rocking with us. Our playlists are on title. And we're gonna keep giving y'all that energy. So again, as y'all know, we've been talking about the topic of marriage mindset and just mindset in general. So as you know, your partner in that mindset being considered, you should kind of the thought process behind it was we already know, right? So you should already know your partner. You should already kind of be thinking of like things to kind of make them happy, cheer them up. So the topic or the title of the mix is going to be called Already Know. So I'm as we kind of go around the room, y'all know how this goes. Don't act brand new. Y'all stop acting funky. Y'all already know we're gonna give y'all that energy with these mixes. So again, we're gonna start with I'm gonna start with Rome first, man. What you got for me, man? Talk to me, because Charlie always come through, and we going look when we came up with this playlist, bro. She was not playing again, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with Rome. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Rome.
You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not gonna go there this week,
right?
But I'm going Raheem Devon for my first one. I'm going Raheem Devon. Customer.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey.
Shout out to Raheem Nawan. Yeah, let's go. All right, Charlie, what you got for me? Talk to me.
I'm gonna stay in that somewhat of that same artist aura, if you will. I'm gonna go Noel Gardine, Open.
Okay.
OPEN. Listen, it's fine. Y'all got to check it out if you never heard it.
Okay.
Okay, check that out.
So I went with since Jay-Z is dropping a new album, I went with Ain't No Nick, Foxy Brown. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to work with me, y'all. I'm trying to get better with the cursive, the N-word. I'm trying to get better with it, man. Yeah, so ain't no, ain't no like the one I got. No one could. Yeah, so that was one of the ones for me. So go ahead, Ron. What you got for me? Talk to me.
I'm gonna go in that same vein. Another hip hop classic, hip hop R&B classic. I'm gonna go Method Man, Mary. I'll be there for you.
Ooh. All right,
Shorty.
Like, yeah. What do you say, Shorty? Yo. All right, back to you. What you got for me?
Oh, you know me, R&B lovers all day. We going Next Wifey. Hands down. You already know.
Wifey. Yes,
that's the wifey type hat. I peeped, Charlie. I peeped the fit. Okay.
Yeah, she going crazy. She going crazy. All right, I'm gonna stay in the kind of in the same vein. I went with SWV right here. Always an SWV fan classic.
All right, that's all right there. That's timeless right there.
You can't go wrong. All right, back to you, Ron. I think this your last one.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna take it home, man. Big shout out to Jill Scott. This is by far my favorite Jill Scott song of all time. I'm going with Cross My Mind.
Ooh, you just that's my girl.
Jill from Philly, baby.
But when your wifey, she cross your mind, you want to do something for her, or you just want to love up on her. So shout out to that.
That's a dope record. All right. I think is it back to you, Charlie? What you got for me?
Oh yeah, it's back to me. So still keeping in that R&B vein, baby. We going Jaheim, Anything. Instant classic. Tender
Every time, dog.
You see what we talking about, y'all? Every time. She do this every time.
Dog.
My goodness.
Y'all see my face, man.
That's one of the records. I'm like, why I couldn't get that one?
You can have anything.
Charlie always come with one of them ones, man.
But he said you can have everything I got.
Everything. That's mindset.
Right. That's the mindset. That song is put that as the title for the for the playlist. That's it. That's the song.
That is.
I'm gonna finish us out with I went with Marvin Gaye, the GOAT, just to keep you satisfied. So hey man, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But
Dara done made me mad. I'm mad now.
Hey, it is what it is.
You my wife. Come on, man.
Right, exactly. So that's our playlist. It's called Already Know. Again, please keep tapping in with our playlist. They are and they can be found on Tidal. So stay blessed and stay listening to Tidal with Love on Shuffle. And we out.
Thank you, as always, sir. Our resident DJ, holding it down for us every time, every Saturday morning. Oh, yeah, man. And speaking of every other Saturday morning, thank you for rocking out with us every other Saturday morning. We appreciate y'all. We'll be right here on YouTube every other Saturday morning. As mentioned, you can lock in with us on all social media platforms as well. Make sure you check out all of our playlists on Tidal. But for Love on Shuffle, I am Rome Jones, Biggs DC, Charlie Ray, and we'll see y'all next time.
Let's get it. Like and subscribe too.
What he said.
Funky.